It's Sunday and my grocery day, but there's one thing I always want but don't buy anymore is bread. This easy recipe will make you think, why haven't you started making bread at home sooner? Begin by measuring flour and salt and set aside. In a small bowl, add milk and honey. Warm this up and mix it together before you add in the yeast to proof. Make sure the milk is warm, otherwise the yeast might not proof. This make sure your yeast is active before you actually add to the dry ingredients. I don't have a stand mixer, but this Ninja with the dough hook works pretty great. I make my bread every single time. Mixing the flour with salt and then adding in the yeast mixture and some softened butter. Mix this until it turns into a soft dough. I press the dough setting on the machine and let it knead for about a minute or two. This setting gives me a soft, supple dough. And then in a bowl, I'm adding in some oil before dumping in the bread mix. This makes sure that it's not sticking to the bowl. With the same greased hands, just take out the dough and remove all from the attachment and make it into a round, soft, supple dough before we actually cover it up and let it proof for maybe about an hour or hour and a half, depending on how hot your kitchen is. It took me about an hour to do this, and then it's all doubled in size. I was so happy to see that because it was my first time making bread. Okay, this soft dough, we're gonna reshape it into this pan. So I'm greasing it with butter, and then I'm gonna kind of puncture the air out and then fold it in into a loaf shape. So clearly I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best. Okay. So I'm just gonna fold it in, like tuck it into like a sweet little baby, and then press it into the loaf pan. I'm gonna let it proof for another 30 to 35 minutes until my oven actually preheats. I'm gonna preheat my oven to about 365 degrees, and then I'm just adding maple syrup to give that golden glaze. We're gonna bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. I just skipped the whole video of me putting it in the oven. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is how it looks once it's all baked. Look how golden it is, like my first loaf of bread. I'm gonna slice it and show you guys how good the texture looks. I cannot believe I made this. This is such an easy recipe. Don't forget to like this and follow for more recipes like this.